Every Friday morning, we're joined by the Target 12 investigator, Steph Machado, here now. She covers the city of Providence for us. Steph, this has been a very busy week for the Providence Public School District. There's now a permanent superintendent. Students will be able to take those masks off starting on Monday.
That's right. Providence is one of the only districts that kept requiring masks beyond the statewide mandate being lifted in March, and that was because Providence had a very low vaccination rate at the time. As Omicron was still spreading, only about 34% of students were vaccinated in February, with some schools in the teens or lower in Providence. Now the district has 44% of eligible students with at least one shot of vaccine, still lower than the statewide rate of 56% of students in K-12 schools with at least one shot. But the infection rate has also decreased, which is what led to Superintendent Javier Montañez's decision to make masks optional starting Monday. I was also looking at the school-by-school data last night, Patrick, and high schools and middle schools in Providence have a much higher vaccination rate than the elementary schools. Some of those elementary schools are still in the 20% range. So the district's new policy says if students are not vaccinated and they're notified of a COVID exposure in class, they should wear a mask for 10 days. And of course, anyone who wants to keep wearing a mask for any reason can still do so. So
this is one of the first decisions made by the new superintendent after he was named permanent superintendent this week. What plans does he have as he continues to lead this district? Yeah, so Dr. Montañez has been leading the district for nearly a year as the interim and then the acting superintendent, but this week was given the permanent job for another 2 years as this state takeover continues. He says he plans to focus on the turnaround action plan. In this soundbite here, he refers to it as the TAP.
So that is my Northern Star. I will continue to work off the tap so I can look at what are the measurables that we're looking at as we move forward. So which are the targets that we're hitting as we move forward? And now we sit down and make a bigger plan for the year of what these targets will be.
And those targets he's talking about there include things like math and reading proficiency, student attendance, graduation rates. Those have already been postponed from the original goal of the year 2025 to 2027, citing the losses caused by the pandemic over the past 2 years. That hasn't sat well with some lawmakers who say the school should be returned to the city sooner rather than later. So you spoke to a Providence lawmaker earlier this week who wants to change the process of state takeovers. What is this proposal? That's right. So State Senator Sam Zurier, who represents the east side of Providence, has been critical of the state takeover, or what he calls a lack of transparency, including with the past 2 superintendent searches and the new teacher's contract last summer, which was kept secret until after it was ratified. That is not normal practice. Zurier introduced a bill this week that would change the process for the state to take over a school district to a model similar to Massachusetts, and the bill would create a new board of trustees to oversee the current takeover in Providence. That 9-member board would be able to approve the hiring of senior officials and any extensions of the takeover, among other things. So there's not so much power vested in just the education commissioner. That legislation was sent to the Senate Education Committee to be considered. All right, thank you, Steph. A lot going on in the capital city as always. We appreciate it. You can find all of Steph's reporting on Providence schools and more on WPRI.com.